I understand Mars is changing signs, so what's it going to mean for all of us?
Very true. Mars, the planet of ego-oriented projection. It's where we project our ego out in the world. It's been in the sign of Scorpio for the last 6 weeks, and today it leaves Scorpio and it goes into the sign of Sagittarius. Whenever Mars changes signs, it's where you're going to be putting your energy, where you're going to be identifying personally with what it is that you do. So Mars and Sagittarius, figured I'd go through all 12 signs so they could figure out where it was going to impact them in their lives.
Hit it and get it.
For Libras, it's going to be in their third house of day-to-day living, Andrew and Nikki. And it means that the pace of their day-to-day living picks up, which means they get more things to do as far as work and responsibilities, and it should end up being more money from them. But it really picks up the pace of their life. No lollygagging, no taking it easy, doing one thing during a day. You've got 3, 4, 5, 8 things to do during the day.
That's them.
For Scorpios, it's about making a bunch of money. It's about Mars in their second house of money, and they're going to be spending a bunch of money, so they need to make money to go along with it. But it requires them to put forth an effort to increase their earning ability rather than the money that just falls out of the sky on them. It's what they do. For Sagittarians, Mars is in their sign for the first time in 22 months. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for them to be fired up and to start a brand new 2 years worth of where they're going to be projecting their ego out into the world. And they really struggle between November and June. So like, that's all over now. Pick a direction and go with it.
Hit it and get it.
Right. For Capricorns, it's in their 12th house, and they are finishing up the next 6 weeks. For Capricorns, are finishing up almost 2 years worth of activity, 2 years worth of projects. So they are not ready to start new ones yet. They really need to focus on getting that done. Whatever it is, they've already put in a motion to finish it up, to complete it.
Okay.
For Aquarians, it is in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. And for Aquarians, they are going to rally a group of their friends or a group of their colleagues, more than one person, to help the Aquarian get what it is that the Aquarian wants. It's going to take the Aquarian's energy, but they cannot do it alone. They need a group effort to make something happen for them. For Pisces, 10th house of career and public standing. Over the next 6 weeks, their careers are going to be judged one way or the other, and they'll either be found wanting and have to head on down the road, or they will have a very clear path on what they need to do in order to make their jobs, to do their jobs to the very best of their ability.
Gotcha.
For Aries, important matters at a distance are what matter for them. Legal matters, professional matters, contracts, negotiations, the law's on their side, and when the law's on your side, you want to use it to get what it is that you want. But really important matters are what Aries are going to be dealing with. For Tauruses, it's about plugging financial leaks. I know Pat's not going to want to hear it, but really the focus is on other people's resources rather than her own, other people's money rather than hers. So I suspect for Pat and for most Tauruses, Christmas wish is the type of thing where you're busy spending money, but you're making money, and none of it gets to stay in your pocket, unfortunately. For Geminis, it's in their 7th house of partners, and Geminis need to really sit down and listen to what their partners have to say. Geminis are kind of full of themselves.
Right.
They started a whole bunch of things. Jupiter is in their sign. They've been feeling pretty good since June. And partner is about to go, hey, wait a minute, we have a vote in this, we have a say in it, and you can't just keep doing what you want to do without considering us. For Cancers, it's in their 6th house of work. Cancers are going to have to put up or shut up at work. Cancers have said, I could do this, I could do that, da-da-da-da-da, and now the universe is going to go, all righty, show us what you can do. Enough of this talk. Exactly. And Cancers, if you have a medical issue, go deal with it directly. It's more of an itis than a long-term thing.
Okay.
And it's not nearly as bad as you're afraid that it is. For Leos,
yes,
they have just come through 6 weeks of pretty much staying at home, nailing things down at home, trying to really work on something to where their home is consolidated now, and they're ready to take that particular show on the road. All home issues have been dealt with, and now it's a matter of taking their creativity and taking it out for a walk. And pretty much Leos want to have fun.
Christmas wish, car shows, all of our fundraisers.
All sorts of fun things. But they're fun for you because they represent the creative process of Leo.
Right.
And then for Virgo, the last sign, Mars is in their 4th house of home. Every 2 years or so, they have to go through their home and straighten it out and tighten it up and make sure that everything is running the way it should. Get it ready for winter is my best guess. But Virgos are going to be spending the next 6 weeks restoring their foundations and nailing down those foundations and making sure they are solid and real. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the Zodiac.
Thank you, my dear. We'll see you next week.
Always a pleasure.